So, Paladins is confirmed, coming to the Nintendo Switch. That leak from, what was it, a week or so ago, seeming more and more likely by the day now, isn't it? And I'm interested in this, I'll admit. I want to see what this thing is all about. As I stated, I haven't played it. All I could do was give it the business about being so similar to Overwatch. I've seen mixed opinions on the game itself. Some people have said that they've played it and liked it, some not so much. I've heard some people say also that the game, I guess, took a turn for the worst a while ago, but they've since course corrected. I hear opinions that run the gamut. But I'm definitely going to be following it, covering it on the Nintendo Switch. I ponied up and bought that Founders Pack for $30 because apparently you get some sort of early access next week, the 12th. I don't know when it opens up to everybody else, but that is still in the midst of E3 week, so I'd like to get some sort of stream going for it. Don't know if I'll be able to do it at launch, but the main reason I bought in was to be able to show you guys what it's like, so you can make your own informed purchasing decisions, especially with a game like this. Even if it's good, it's online based, so a lot of your enjoyment is going to depend on how good of a port it is, but also how good that online runs. Not sure yet how, or more so when I'll be able to do that, but I will do it, I promise. Definitely let me know in the comments, though, if you've played this game, what you think of it. Also, what platform you've played it on. I'd be curious to know. But yeah, Paladins will be interesting to see in terms of how it's received. Again, if it's good. We don't really have any games like this on the Switch, and to those of you who want, the big dog of the hero shooter genre, Overwatch, of course, the success of this game could light a fire under Blizzard's you-know-what to get them to port the game over to the Switch. Now, like always, I'd never tell you to just play a game so you can get another game to come over, but if this game does well, I doubt they could ignore it. Again, with these titles being so similar, if this one takes off and starts making a lot of money, I don't think Blizzard could just let that go. And while I haven't played it right off the bat, I do like what they're advertising with this Switch version. For one, 60 frames per second on the Switch. I really like that. No genre is more impacted, in my opinion, by lower frame rates than first-person shooters, and especially if this, again, is something focused on multiplayer, that competitive aspect, you want it to be able to run at 60. So that's great to see. Hopefully, it's a solid 60, though. And then they hit me with the 1-2 punch, crossplay. You'll be able to play with people on the Xbox One, not the PS4. Nintendo and Microsoft really should just get a room at this point. More collabs, please. Let's get Banjo-Kazooie in Smash. Can we? Seriously, given the Xbox One's current standing, I think it would be great for them to buddy up even more with Nintendo. And I've said from the start, I think it'd be phenomenal for the Switch to be able to be sort of paired up with one of the other consoles. And obviously, if that's going to be with anyone right now, it would be the Xbox. But yeah, I've made it abundantly clear, more crossplay is always good in my book. Let the consoles sell themselves off exclusives and the like, but if we can get people to play together, if they want to, I also want this stuff to be opt-in, not forcing you to play with people on other platforms if you don't want to. Granted, my issues with that specifically lie with the PC. PC is the main problem when it comes to crossplay with me, just because mouse and keyboard is such a superior control scheme. But also just in general, if people want to play with only people that are on the same console, same platform as them, let them. More options, though, is always better, I think. And also, with this confirmed, and Fortnite being practically confirmed, that recent leak seems incredibly likely, which makes Dragon Ball FighterZ also seem very likely, which altogether tells me Nintendo is really committed to beefing up those online offerings ahead of their paid online. All these games could go a long way to getting people to pay up on their own. While Paladins isn't Overwatch, it seems like a decent substitute. Fortnite is obviously a massive deal, and no matter how you look at it. And FighterZ is it the most popular fighting game right now? Sure seems like it. So it's great to see so much effort going into that department, adding to the stuff they're offering on the first-party side, Splatoon, Mario Kart 8, Mario Tennis Aces, etc., and they're building up a pretty solid set of online offerings. But in my opinion, you're really only halfway at that point. They have to play well. Okay, you bringing Fortnite over, bringing this Paladins game over, whatever, just on its own isn't enough. The games are going to have to run well. They're going to have to play well online if you're going to sell the online. So hopefully everything turns out okay in that department. Also, I worry, again, with something like Paladins, this whole app stuff that I've said I'm not a fan of from the beginning, the whole using the app to talk with people online. I know there's Skype and Discord, okay, but if you're going to regurgitate that, I'm going to regurgitate the same things I always say. The Nintendo DS was capable of voice chat, and you want me to pay a service fee to play online with the Switch? Let me do chat on the console, okay? Just let me do it. Hopefully they can take some of this initial money from these online subscriptions and put it into making that better, because a game like this Paladins, you're going to want to be able to communicate with your team members. I mean, with it looking just like Overwatch, I'm assuming it plays very similar as well, and Overwatch is extremely dependent on your team coordination. So you're definitely going to want to be able to talk to people, including just the randoms you're teamed up with, for sure. Again, we'll see with all that. Still, just getting the games is a good sign to begin with. So with that, this video is a wrap. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole Paladins deal being confirmed. Are you excited to play this game? What do you think this says about the other games that were featured in that leak? And with all this news about online stuff, give me sort of a status update on how you feel in terms of paying for that online service. Is this stuff starting to cushion the blow a little bit? I'm really curious to know about that. As always, I'm John Zakari, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, just also wanted to mention real quick, EA kicks off the E3 press conferences tomorrow, and I will be streaming it. It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern, so if you're free, come hang out with us and see how EA can embarrass themselves this year. As of right now, I'm only planning on streaming Nintendo's conference as well, but if the EA one goes well, since it's first, I'll definitely be adding more of these. Hope to see you then.